Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Nightcrawler, part of the Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave. It's the X-Force version of Nightcrawler. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be the AOA version. Is it because they had other AOA figures in this set? I don't know, but this is the X-Force version, which I'm guessing plenty of people wanted, so that's fine. And basically any version of Nightcrawler is a welcomed addition, if you ask me, except maybe the blue and yellow outfit. I don't know, do you guys like that one? Not my thing. But this one looks pretty cool. There's some drawbacks though, and we're going to talk about all of the good, all of the bad, so let's go ahead and get them off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before I show you the figure, I do want to show you my package. It is a good package. I think Hasbro's finally figured out a nice packaging scheme that works out nicely. We have some artwork here, shows you what the character looks like, and then we have some more artwork back here that shows almost nothing. It's a cool shot, but yeah, whatever. And then another one of the other shot there. But yeah, it's a nice one with the figure up front, accessories, Build-A-Figure part showing. That's nice. I prefer this to all these phony retro cards. Let me know what you guys think about that. Alright, let's talk about the figure. He is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store, by the way. If you want to get one at the time of filming, he's available, so check that link in the description below. He's about 6¼ inches to the top of his head, not counting a little bit of hair floof. That's going to make him about 16 centimeters. Same caveat there about the hair. And here he is up against Darwin. Darwin's always doing something. Alright, so Darwin's a little bit taller, but I think that's reasonable because Nightcrawler should be not the biggest character. Alright, let's do a question of the day. Which suit for Nightcrawler do you prefer? I think I have to go classic. The red and the black and the white is the way to go, if you ask me. Yeah, I think that's probably the best. Or maybe AOA. I like the AOA look a lot. I made a custom of him forever ago. But yeah, this one's good. X-Force is good. So let's talk about it. Aesthetically speaking, it is essentially the same figure as before with different colors on it, which is good and bad because it's generally a pretty good sculpt, and the paint job on here is about the same as before. We'll start with the gloves and boots because that's a noticeable thing. It's not that hard to paint black for most companies, but for Hasbro it's pretty tricky. So the line work could definitely be a lot better on the black parts, which is really surprising because that's like the easiest, not like, it is 100% the easiest color to paint, so it's unfortunate that the gloves and boots are so sloppy. Not the worst thing in the world if you're not super close to the figure. For the torso, they just painted the old one black rather than giving him a new one, so you do get this separation here. Not my preference. It's not the worst thing though either, so I guess it's okay. It just looks like a suit panel line kind of. And I think I've seen a version where this part's gray on him. But either way, the all-black version, this is this. So, he does have the red logo instead of the gray logo. I'm fine with the red, I like that. It's maybe not the best thing, the way they painted it, but it's okay. And then we have the black line work down here. It's not... I don't understand why they did that. First of all, they didn't paint it well. You can see there's extra gray there that's not supposed to be there. But why not just make it the thickness of the ab crunch? Like, you can even see on the box... It's definitely acceptable. You wouldn't even have to fudge it. You can see he's got a thick black line sometimes, all the way down. They could have done that. Instead, they made it super narrow and not the same size as the ab crunch, so it doesn't hide the ab crunch, whereas it would have hid it almost perfectly before, so that's unfortunate. Again, not a terrible thing, but something they could have done if they cared a little bit. For the head sculpt, it's still a really, really nice head sculpt. Paint job is definitely clean enough. It's weird that the red thing on his face is metallic, but it is. But we do get paint job in the hair also. So yeah, this is a really, really nice head sculpt. Borderline too realistic, but it's a pretty good body sculpt, and it's not a super realistic face sculpt. So I think it goes together pretty nicely. So aesthetically speaking, it is not bad. It's nowhere near as good as it should be, considering it's a repaint. They could have put a little bit of extra effort into painting it up a little bit nicer. But I don't think there's anything new here. I'm pretty sure there's nothing new. I mean, maybe they changed the hair. I doubt it, though. So, yeah, it's good. Is it as good as it should be? No. Are most Marvel Legends? Definitely not. But it is good. So aesthetically speaking, I will give it an 8. It's a fine addition. As far as accessories go, you do get the two heads. So you get the normal head and then the yelling head with the red eyes. Very nicely done. I didn't know his eyes changed colors. Do his eyes change colors when he's mad? I never knew that about Nightcrawler. Is that a thing? Is that only an X-Force thing? Huh. Well, that's a thing on the figure. For hands, you get the two loose hands, two fist hands, one gripping hand. The gripping hand pose is weird. It does hold the sword, but his thumb's not doing any work holding it, so that's really, really strange. The sword is well enough done, but if you look at the knuckle guard, it's off-center and poorly put together. So that's weird. I mean, it's all one sculpt, so very strange, but that's a very tiny detail most people won't notice, but it is weird, and it's definitely not the way it should be. So accessory-wise, I'll go 7 out of 10, especially since there's nothing new. I don't think anything is new here. Like, it could be tiny detail here and there, but it's basically the same thing as before. Alright, let's talk about the articulation on this guy. He still has the old antiquated neck joint. He can look up. It doesn't look good. He can look down. Doesn't look good. Of course, he can look to the side at an angle. Because he can't lean, he has to just look at angles. But for that joint, it's fine. It's definitely not as good as a double ball peg. Butterfly joint on this guy, almost no range, partly due to the shoulder piece, partly due to the butterfly joint itself. But bringing the shoulder up works really nicely, so that's okay. And of course, you're going to get your rotation other than where the shoulder piece is. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow works nicely. It's a pretty good elbow joint. That's very, very good. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. I will say the gripping hand does have the vertical hinge, so that's nice. Ab crunch on this guy does go back, and it's one of their better ones, which does go to show it can be done. Look at that. It's pretty smooth. No real pregnating going on. So that's not a real word. Maybe it is, but it's not meant to be used the way I used it, I don't think. Looks pretty good for an ab crunch. I'll take it. Leans forward nicely too, not as good looking there, but it does function. And then you get your waist twist, so that's okay. Kicks forward, not to horizontal, that's a bit of a bummer, going out to the side. Still can't get the splits. They cannot figure out how to give the splits to their figures. That's really interesting. They do go back a little bit. Thigh swivel, he's gonna thigh swivel. Double jointed knee works nicely, no problems. They're decent enough proportioning, though on Nightcrawler it doesn't matter as much. Ankles go all the way back, and all the way forward. That's good. Ankle rocker is solid. I think these feet, I prefer them more than the old one that had the articulated toes. A little bit more stable here, and so I'm okay with that. Now, the real kicker on this guy is they still have not given him a wired tail. So it is just a tail that kind of can rotate, but likes to pop out when you do rotate it. At least mine does. And I guess it's not popping out anymore. I guess once I pushed it in all the way, it stayed. When I first got it, I went to go like this and it popped right out. So they just didn't put it together. Yeah, it rotates, but it is not wired, so that's a bit unfortunate. So yeah, his articulation is solid. It's not as good as it should be for somebody as thin and nimble as Nightcrawler, but it is fine, so I will go 7 out of 10 for the articulation. And now it's time for the final verdict. Well, for a Marvel Legends figure, this one's pretty good. It doesn't have any glaringly obvious flaws. It doesn't look glaringly cheap or lazy. It is just average cheap and lazy. It's fine. It happens to be a good mold for the most part, so repainting it turns into a pretty decent figure. But it's not impressive or anything like that, and it definitely, I think we're owed more for our money, especially with as much reuse as Hasbro is doing. So I'm still not going to go higher than an 8 out of 10. It's a fine pickup. If you like X-Force Nightcrawler, go ahead, get it. You'll have some fun with it. But you're not going to be like, oh, this is my favorite figure in my collection, unless you have very, very few figures in your collection, and the rest of them are Marvel Legends. So, yeah, I'll go 8 out of 10. It's fine, but don't get your hopes up too high. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, but that's it from me. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.